Hi guys, welcome back. I started this project with Dollar Tree Shatterproof Ornaments. And I picked up some air dry modeling clay so that I can model the tentacles and crowns and all the good stuff for the ornaments. So the clay takes a few days to dry, so I started with modeling Ursula's tentacles and all that other stuff. So I basically just made a small ball and rolled it out and rolled it out and rolled it out until I got a nice cigar shape, and then just made one side more narrow than the other. When I finally got the shape that I wanted, I basically just curved one side in and one side out, and for each tentacle I kind of made a different shape and then pressed it up against the ball so that when it's time to attach, it fits perfectly. I modeled enough of these to fit the entire front part of the ornament, and then I would just set them aside to dry. For an even better fit, I placed them against the ornament and then I just started pushing in so it takes the shape. So moving on to the Maleficent horns, you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to try and make two identical pieces. So just press one side in and one side out and do the exact same thing to your other piece, and then press it up against the ball. Moving on to the Evil Queen. Just make another ball and roll it out with whatever you have, and try and get it as long as you possibly can. Once you've rolled that out nice and flat, grab a knife or an X-Acto knife and start drawing triangles. One big one and the rest of them get a little smaller. I just drew a straight line under it and detached it from the rest of the clay and started making it a little neater with my fingers. Then I placed it on my crown just to see how I would want it to fold and then set it aside to dry. Mine took about 2 days to dry. If you're trying this at home, please allow enough time to dry or they will crumble. So now that they were finally dry, I went in and started painting. I started with a darker purple on the parts that would be the under part of the tentacle, and then went in while it was still wet with a lighter color just so it has like a gradient look. I set them aside to dry. I didn't want to go in immediately with the black because they were still wet and I didn't want it all over the place, so I had to exercise a little bit of patience. So then I moved on to the ornament. I just made a breast shape, sort of like a V, and filled that in with a dark purple to give it a nice base, and went in with the lighter purple on top to give it more of the actual Ursula skin tone. After that, I just went in with some black and filled in the rest of the ornament. Now I went back to my tentacles and just filled them in black. Did as many coats as I needed and took my time so that I didn't get black all over my purple. So for the seashell, the best way I could describe it is I drew a horizontal number 6 or a number 9, and I went back in with some black and I outlined it so it looked more like a seashell and less like a number. I also painted the horns black and the crown yellow. I used Loctite glue to glue everything together, and it's the best glue that I found for this project. These two ornaments were a lot easier. I just painted the ornaments black, attached the crown and horns, and then went in with the lighter colors. To get the face shape, I started off by drawing a V, and then making some markings on the side, and then in the middle, and to the other side. And I connected that. Think about it as drawing a very big pair of lips and then filling it in. cleaned the edges with more black paint or a Sharpie. When they were dry, I sealed them in with clear acrylic paint. It created a really cool effect on this ornament, and the rest of them looked really nice and shiny. And that's it. Really simple and super cheap to make. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, comment, and subscribe for more Dollar Tree DIYs and other Christmas related DIY videos. Thanks again for watching.